everyone, welcome to Modern Aromatic. This is my YouTube channel where I'm dedicating all of my videos to discussing essential oils. Now, I have already said this in several of my other videos, but I'm only talking about Young Living oils. I don't use any other oils. I've tested other oils in the past, and I only use Young Living because it is the best. They are the best, and so I can do a whole other video about Young Living and why I chose Young Living as opposed to other essential oils that are out there. But anyway, for this discussion, I'm only talking about Young Living essential oils. So what I want to talk about today is a really great little oil called Peace and Calming. And let's see if you will focus on that. There we go. It's called Peace and Calming. There are two different types of Peace and Calmings that Young Living has, and one is Peace and Calming and the other one is Peace and Calming 2. I'm only talking about Peace and Calming today. There are slight variations to the ingredients in Peace and Calming 2, and that's only because there were some constraints in the growth of some of the plants that we use, and I think it was blue tansy. It was blue tansy that was out of stock, and so instead of completely stopping all of the production of Peace and Calming, Gary Young actually generated Peace and Calming 2, which has different ingredients replacing the blue tansy. So again, I'm only talking about Peace and Calming 1. Blue tansy is back in stock, so you can buy this. You can also buy blue tansy as a separate oil. But the ingredients that is in Peace and Calming are some of the most amazing oils. There's ylang ylang, orange, tangerine, blue tansy, as I've mentioned, and also patchouli. Now, this is to help calm tensions, uplifts the spirits, uplifts the emotions, it calms you down, it promotes a sense of relaxation and also a sense of deep peace. And the ingredients themselves are pretty clear that this is really for relaxing. So the first one I'm going to talk about is ylang ylang. I've already done a video on this previously, and ylang ylang is well known for relaxation. It's actually more of a sedative. So ylang ylang really just brings you down. I mean, they say not to operate machinery when using ylang ylang, just because it really does calm you down. Ylang ylang also supports hair and skin. So it's really good for using. This is also really good for using on skin because all of the other ingredients in here also support skin, like patchouli. Patchouli is also in this, and patchouli reestablishes mental and emotional balance. So what it does, it actually energizes your mind, but it really does, it calms you down, but it gives you that emotional and mental balance. So if things are a little bit out of whack, patchouli is going to help just sort of even you out. So when you're combining that with ylang ylang, you've just got this really deep sense of calm. Patchouli is really great for skin as well. So it actually targets wrinkles as well as chapped skin. So when you're using ylang ylang and patchouli together, great powerhouse for the two of them to be together because it really does support skin as well as emotional well-being. The third ingredient in here is orange, and everybody knows that orange is super uplifting. It's a citrus oil, so orange is very uplifting to the spirits, but it is also, and people don't know this, but it's actually a calming oil. It really does have like a calming effect and is used for feelings of peace. So when you're combining those three oils together, you really are sort of really targeting calming, relaxing, just sort of mellowing out. And then they've also included in there tangerine, which is also a citrus fruit that is very good for calming, really great for skin, and also for uplifting your spirits. The last ingredient that is in Peace and Calming is blue tansy. So there have been some, you know, constraints in the production of this plant. So that's why it sometimes is in stock, sometimes it's out of stock, just because they want to make sure that they can regenerate the soil where it's grown in its indigenous areas, and to make sure that you're getting the best quality plants. So so this is why sometimes blue tansy is in stock, out of stock, and that also affects the production of peace and calming. But blue tansy is also known as Moroccan chamomile. So when you think of chamomile, you're thinking, oh, chamomile tea, I'll drink this before I go to bed because it's really relaxing. That's exactly what blue tansy does. It emotionally targets combating anger. So really good for those feelings of anger when you've just got that little bit of aggression and you're grinding your teeth. Blue tansy is really great for that, for combating those feelings and also combating negative emotions, which piggybacks off the patchouli as well as the ylang ylang in combating negative emotions. It's so good for your emotional well-being. So why do we use peace and calming? Because it is exactly what the bottle says. It's for peace and stinking calming. This oil is great to diffuse at night. So when you diffuse it at night, it calms down the entire household. It will calm your children down so that they will be ready to go to bed when it's bedtime. I bet you probably didn't know this, but like I'd mentioned, blue tansy is for that anger. But when you diffuse peace and calming, it actually helps to relieve when you have teeth grinding at night. So if you're going to diffuse this before you go to sleep, not only is it going to help you get into that sense of calming and that you can drift off to sleep, but it's also going to stop you from clenching your jaw and grinding teeth. I bet you didn't know that. You can add a drop of peace and calming to a carrier oil and apply that down the spine of your kid's back or to the bottoms of their feet. And this is going to help when they have those moments of a tantrum and they're throwing a complete wobbler and your kid is all emotionally charged up and doesn't know what to do with its feelings, so they just sort of lash out. Apply some peace and calming down their spine, anywhere that you can get it on their skin. Just mix a drop of the peace and calming with a carrier oil of your choice. It could be fractionated coconut oil, it could be apricot kernel oil. I stay away from the nut oils like sweet almond oil or any of the other nut oils, just because you just never know, you know, if people have allergies to nuts. So I stay away from those, but go with coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, apricot oil, even olive oil. I mean, everybody's got olive oil in their kitchen cabinets. So mix a drop with that, apply it to your kid, and it will stop them from having those terrible 2 or terrible 4, you know, like wobblers. You could add a couple of drops of this to some Epsom salts and have yourself a really nice relaxing bath. That's really going to set the mood, it's going to set your tone, it's going to calm you down from a very stressful day at work. It will, you know, really support your just emotional well-being by having at least a good soak for 15 to 20 minutes. It, like I had already mentioned, it helps with overactive children or overexcited children. It really will help to sort of pull them down and just sort of calm them down a little bit. It's really great for using for that. It really does support your nervous system. So when your nervous system is sort of in phase, it will help calm your nervous system. So it's really good when you've got like jitters, or if you don't do well in car rides or plane rides or anything else where you're, you know, you've just got those horrible nervous feelings. This peace and calming will just sort of help like even you out. It'll calm those nerves. Like I said, panicky feelings, all of that will help focus, will help bring those in. It's really great. When your kids, no matter what age those kids are, they have, I know kids have a lot of homework and they've got a lot of tests and a lot of studying to do. So if you want to diffuse some peace and calming while your child is studying, it really helps them to focus. So it pulls in all of those like crazy mind things that are going on, but it really helps your children, it helps anyone to actually focus, narrow like your attention span to where it needs to be, so that you can be the most effective person that you can be. It will help you with studying, it will help you retain that information, because when your mind is going like 10 billion miles a minute, it really will help to just sort of like hone that in and help focus on the task at hand. If you, this is a good one, and I'm sure people don't know about this as well, but if you can mix a couple of drops of peace and calming with a carrier oil, even with some coconut oil, and rub it into your legs, it will help when you have those feelings of restlessness where your legs are twitchy and they really don't want to kind of like calm down, and it's difficult for you to actually like lie still. It's really good for those feelings of restlessness in your legs when you've got like those muscle spasms. So it's really good for that. So all in all, this little gem here is something that you want. Focus. There we go. This little gem is exactly what you want in your repertoire. You always want this in all of your oily collection. As you start to develop it and grow, you definitely want peace and calming. The great thing is that now Young Living has peace and calming as one of the oils that is included in the premium starter kit. So if you want to get your hands on the premium starter kit, it used to come with 10 oils. Now it comes with 12 oils, which is amazing. So 12 oils for $165. If you want more information about how to get your hands on your own starter kit, which includes this amazing oil, you can go to my website at www.modernaromatic.com. I will also put in below in the comment section, I will put in a link so that you can go and get your own kit from the Young Living website. And like I said, it is an oil that you really do want. I always diffuse it at work when there's a lot of stress and a lot of tension in the office. I always diffuse it. It smells stinking amazing. I didn't even talk about how it smells. It's citrusy, it's light, it's fruity, it's sweet, it smells like summer in a bottle. And you can see how, let's see if I can get that to focus. Hang on, you can see, there we go. Do you see how blue that is? So the actual oil itself is got like a blue greenish tint hue to it, because that's the blue tansy. And blue tansy is like a dark blue. It's in the same family as yarrow and chamomile, as I already talked about. I'm rambling. So anyway, get your hands on your kit. I will put the information in the bottom description section. You can also, I'm on Instagram. If you want to find me on Instagram, I am Modern Aromatic. And if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be putting up tons of more videos on here about all different oils, all different Young Living products. How do you get your hands on this stuff? What is it good for? What do you use it for? I'm also going to do some DIY recipes. So subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.